September 9th, Saturday, 2017. It is day 233 in the Donald Trump White House regime. FEMA is doing what they do best, pretending to help people while hurting humans. FEMA is spraying Houston with dangerous chemicals under the pretense that they're going to kill all the bugs. You don't want the bugs to get out of hand. Matter of fact, FEMA says, well, you know, when the first responders are there on the ground, the bugs will crawl up their legs and hurt the first responders. So what they're doing is they're going to spray dangerous chemicals all over Houston. But don't worry, these chemicals do not hurt humans. You know, that's why the Air Force technicians and the fumigators wear protective gear from head to toe on their hands and over their face. They have all this protective gear to protect every part of their body because these chemicals are not dangerous. Yes, FEMA thinks we are complete idiots. And it's not a coincidence that wherever they spray these chemicals, the babies are born with a deformed head. They call it Zika head. We won't even go into that, but make no mistake about it, these chemicals are dangerous. God did not intend to have chemicals sprayed on top of our heads. That's why there were so many deformed babies in Florida all those years where they were spraying. But apparently FEMA and the government and the Air Force, they don't give a shit. They're just going to keep on spraying, and they're not going to ask you because you are nothing but peasants. And of course, peasants and slaves, well, you might as well just spray them with chemicals because we don't want the bugs to get out of hand and hurt the first responders. You know, their tender little feet cannot handle a little insect bite. You know, they've never heard about tucking their military-style pants into the boots, you know, wearing protective boots. They've never heard of that before. And so it's a lot easier to spray dangerous chemicals and kill all the bugs, including the bees. Now, here's what FEMA and our illustrious government doesn't understand. If you kill all the bees, you kill humans. Humans cannot live without bees. People are wondering why the bees are disappearing because we're spraying all over the place and the bees don't like to be sprayed on, just like humans don't like to be sprayed on. But don't tell that to FEMA because they got a $180,000 salary they got to justify. That's what they're doing. They're justifying their ignorant existence in this world where we really don't need them. We definitely don't need them to come up with bright ideas of spraying chemicals all over our head. Because, yes, I'm a FEMA official. I make $180,000 a year. And if I tell you you need chemicals sprayed over your head, well, God damn it, I'm a government official and you're going to listen to me. I've only got 5 more years for my retirement. And quite frankly, I need to get these ideas pushed through the system. So, slaves and unwashed masses, whatever you want to call yourself, just get in the house and shut up while we spray these chemicals all over your head, you stupid bastards. Well, thank God not all of us are stupid. If you've been reading these comments, people know exactly what's going on. This is forced cancer. This spraying is going to make you sick. FEMA wanting to get rid of us, send us to the hospital so the hospitals make money, and whoever makes the bug spray, whoever makes the chemicals, everybody makes money. And of course, you know, we suffer. Babies suffer. Zika. Everyone likes a little head. I mean, these people are evil. These people are, I mean, anybody who's going to spray chemicals over your head, I mean, they're just downright evil bastards. And you know they read our comments. You know you know that we don't like it, but they don't give a shit. They keep on spraying. Please do not ask any questions. Get in your house. I'm a government official. Didn't you hear Donald Trump tweet? Pay heed to all your government officials. That's what they're trying to brainwash us to. Even the president. Listen to your government officials. Pay heed. Quite frankly, we are the insects. We are the population they want to get rid of. A little bit of chemicals. send you to the hospital, catch cancer. It all keeps the economy rolling. I'm almost out of words to say how bad these people are. I mean, and why this goes, how we let them do it, how we let this go on. I will never understand how we let this go on. I'm flabbergasted. If we do a Google on Donald Trump today, we get about 282 million results in 0.95 seconds. Apparently, to the mainstream media, Donald Trump has figured out that there's a large segment of the country that hates his guts. But I like this one the best. Vicente Fox is Donald Trump's super troll. I mean, yeah. Vicente Fox, he said he ain't paying for that damn wall. I ain't paying for that damn wall, said Fox. But this is the one I want to show you. Donald Trump brainwashing everybody. You have to heed all instructions from your government officials. If your government officials say that they're going to spray chemicals over your head, well, get inside the house and take it. Take it like the slaves you are. You know for sure that they're not going to spray these chemicals over Donald Trump's neighborhood. No. You damn right they're not going to spray them over his neighborhood. And other than chemicals blasted into your nostrils, what else would you have to look forward to if you pay heed to your government officials? Well, if you go to the shelters like your government officials want you to, well, they're going to check for warrants. And if you have a warrant out for your arrest, because we have laws stacked 9 miles high, of course, half the population has a warrant. And guess where you're going? You're going straight to jail. Yes, that's a very good idea to pay heed to your government officials. Matter of fact, I think I would rather listen to Ronald Reagan's old quote. What is it, the 9 most scariest words in the human language? I am here from the government and I'm here to help. Something like that. Trust me, when the government says they're going to help, run and run as fast as you can. And don't run towards the shelter because they're going to check for your papers, your warrants. And there's a system of making money off of you. Once they book you and fingerprint you and handcuff you, and then you got lawyers and you got judges and you got programs, and that money's got to be twisted around. It's your money they want because these government officials are getting really, really good at taking your money. It helps when they throw you in jail. And, well, jeez, it's unbelievable. Matter of fact, it amazes me how much these government officials get off on these emergencies. I mean, they really get off on these emergencies when, in fact, sooner or later the hurricanes disappear. The hurricanes are gone, but the government officials are still there. Trust me, the government officials are much, much more dangerous than the hurricane. But talking about dangerous hurricanes, this one's actually moving pretty slowly. I don't think they were counting on Irma moving so slowly. I was looking at the times last night, and Irma didn't move as quick as they were expecting her to. Matter of fact, I believe she's just leaving Cuba, and they say that she's going to pick up speed. Right now she's at 125 miles per hour, and it's quite possible that after she leaves Cuba and heads to Key West, she could pick up some speed. I mean, I don't know. It all depends on what the government planes drop into the hurricane. As they're flying over the hurricane, what chemicals and what metals and whatever for 50 years they've been experimenting on what chemicals and other ingredients can we spray into this hurricane and make her a lot stronger, a lot more dangerous. We talked about that yesterday, weather modification. So right here, what they're saying now, that it's going to hit Key West probably a little bit after you hear this video. Somewhere around, I guess that's East Coast time, sometime around 2 a.m. Eastern time, it's probably going to hit Key West, and then I'm guessing by morning it may be up around Fort Myers, and unless it changes direction. Now, how weird would that be if they had a hurricane that had a mind of her own and she proved the computer algorithms completely wrong? She decided to go off into the Gulf instead of going up Florida. I mean, is that even possible? Do these hurricanes can go where they want to anymore? Or are they spraying super duper rare earth metallic metals into the hurricane, and then they have a super duper satellite, magnetic satellite that leads the hurricane where they want through magnetism and rare earth metals? I mean, hey, I'm just saying, do these hurricanes even have a mind of their own anymore? Because these weather algorithms, you know, predicting where she's going to go, they seem to think that they're 100% accurate. I wonder how they come to that idea. So the next big story today is Hurricane Irma destroyed Trump's vacation home. Got about 7 million results in 0.77 seconds. And yeah, I'm not sure how many vacation homes he's got, but the one down in St. Martin, I believe, it was a $17 million vacation home. Apparently, I believe it was up on the market. He lowered the price, but now there may not be any more reason to lower the price. Probably insurance will take care of it. And they fear that the whole building, the whole structure has been destroyed. Hurricane Irma slams into his vacation home. Now, I'm not really sure this is news for most of us. Most of us are making, you know, barely getting by, paycheck to paycheck. We don't know how we're going to pay the bills next month. So I understand that this may not be newsworthy, but I'm going to throw it in there anyhow. But the weird part is that not only has Donald Trump's vacation home been hit, it's possible that Irma might work its way up to War-a-Lago. You've heard of War-a-Lago. This is where Donald Trump had the chocolate when he had the Chinese premier leader over there and he bombed Syria. They were right here at War-a-Lago. How's that chocolate? Oh, by the way, I just bombed your friends over in Syria. And you know what the sad thing is? I mean, why do these hurricanes never hit Washington, D.C.? You know where Americans, well, I mean, if there's going to be a hurricane, Americans would love to have it hit Washington, D.C. Now, okay, Donald Trump is not the only rich bastard that's having vacation homes destroyed. So I'm just going to briefly show you that there's a whole lot of rich people out there, and some of them even own the whole damn island. Now, I don't feel sorry for these people, and I know you don't either, but it's just good to know that it's not only the poor people that are getting hurt. I mean, I don't even think these people are getting hurt. I mean, they have so much money that they can just rebuild, and they probably got insurance, or even if they don't have insurance, they just rebuild. They got enough money. Eddie Murphy, private island. Johnny Depp, private island. David Copperfield, private island. Sir Richard Branson. Well, this should disappoint Obama, though. I think that Obama may not have a place to go anymore if Sir Richard Branson's island was, you know, destroyed. So this is the good news today. It looks like Obama is not going to be able to flee to Sir Richard Branson's private island. He's going to have to stay in Washington, D.C. and face all us poor people that he destroyed. Going to have to keep him here in America and let him suffer and watch the decline of America. So anyhow, this is the before and after of St. Martin. St. Martin, this is where Donald Trump has a vacation home. So we're just documenting what happened. And before and after, Irma hit St. Martin. And then I have one more aerial picture. I'll just show you one more picture of an aerial shot, again, of St. Martin. I doubt it. Probably Donald Trump probably hasn't even been down here in 6 or 7 years. Ain't that amazing, these rich people? They got vacation homes, never been there probably in 10 years. They got so much money. Here we are struggling to find food, put food on the table. They got vacation homes they've never been to in 15, 20 years. I think I'll sell that place. Put it on the market, Johnny. Put it on the market. I think I'll sell that place. So we'll just wind this segment down, looking for some interesting news. I think we've talked enough about the killer Hurricane Irma, but 6.2 million residents to evacuate. But here's the big news here. China tells Trump, we will back North Korea. If America strikes first, China is going to go with North Korea. I mean, everybody knew that. Donald Trump is all big dog and pony show with North Korea. We truly do not want to mess with China and Russia. Okay, we've already talked about the chemtrails and the chemicals that FEMA is enlisting the U.S. Air Force. It's amazing how FEMA can tell the generals to do something, and the generals force the Air Force men to do it. It's just chain of command. We need to eliminate FEMA. Eliminate a lot of government agencies. Jose has been upgraded. Jose's coming, first it was Harvey, then Irma, and now Jose. So we'll be discussing that. It's hard to believe that that's a coincidence. Just really hard to believe. Here's what they always wanted to do. They always wanted a single-payer system. That Obamacare was just a step towards the single-payer because they knew they would never be able to get the single-payer through. So that's what Obamacare was about, if people don't realize. The whole thing is to go to like a system in the United Kingdom or a Canadian system or even a system they got in Cuba. A system where, poor people can get it. Poor people need basic care. I mean, it's just the right thing to do. Give poor people basic care. I'm not talking about nose jobs and titty jobs and tummy tucks. I mean, give them the basic stuff. I mean, it's just the humane thing to do. Unfortunately, the military-industrial complex is worried that we're going to have to bring the soldiers home. Once we start giving the unwashed masses some free health care where the soldiers have to come home, and that might be a good thing.